Today we're going to talk about jumping and the inconvenience that causes for yourself and for others, the embarrassment when you're out and your dog's jumping on other people or other things, and the frustration of not being able to stop that behaviour because they keep doing it. For those of you watching today, you may be one of the people that encouraged it when your puppies were so little and cute and allowed them to jump, or maybe it wasn't you, it was your family members or your friends that thought it was cute. The dog's now quite large and it's not fun anymore. But not to worry, today we're going to show you some techniques and some tips to help combat this and help to reverse that learning process for your dog. If you think you need more help, just check out ABT-Plus in the description below. A couple of ways that we can combat and deal with the jumping and teach them alternative behaviours. So one thing I like to teach the dog is an automatic sit. So if they've already done a sit with a verbal cue, then basically to introduce an automatic sit, you don't ask for the sit anymore, you just ask the dog to come towards you. Normally you'd give them a hand signal. Yes. So basically what I'm trying to get Zudo to understand is as he approaches somebody, yes, that he's supposed to sit to get their attention, and make sure that I'm reinforcing that as well. Zudo, no. Zudo, yes. So as you can see, even for Zudo, this is really hard. Zudo, yes. And then once he gets better, we can start to challenge him. Zudo, no. Zudo, puppy, and be a little bit more excited like people would be that are greeting your dog that don't know them, because this is one of the other challenges, is to stop other people reinforcing that bad behaviour and that bad habit of jumping. Yes. And all I want Zudo to understand is that the only way he's going to make contact with me and get my attention is if he sits. So one of the other ways that we can combat the jumping and teach them to sit nicely to greet people is by using a leash. So when we do the leash idea, what we're doing is restricting them from making mistakes, because every time the dog practices the wrong behaviour, they get better at doing it. So the leash stops him making mistakes. So we just step on the leash and we only give him enough space to make good decisions now. So the only decisions he can do is to either stand, sit, or drop, which stops him making mistakes. This is a really great way to get the sitting happening, especially if you're dealing with guests or people of the public that may not be so good at following your directions and maybe encouraging a lot of bad behaviour with their overexcited approaches, or just the fact that they're telling the dog it's okay. So if you've got someone that's like, oh, he's so cute, and they're just getting too excited and they can't resist, now you know he can't make a mistake, so you can only reinforce the behaviours you want, which is either sitting, standing, or lying down, which are all incompatible with jumping. He can't be doing those things at the same time as jumping. So one of the other ways that we can combat and deal with the jumping issue is to remove the opportunity for the dog to get any sort of reinforcement or any value out of jumping. So at the moment, I've just tethered Zudo, so now I'm in control. This is a really good technique to introduce if you've got young children that may be a little bit too scared to do anything else, to maybe move the dog away or push them down when they're jumping, or may get knocked over, because now I have control. I can approach him when he's sitting, yes, and I can reinforce that, and I can get away if he tries to jump on me. So if he tries to jump, then he's going to learn that I move further away, and if he's sitting, that I come closer. Thanks everyone for watching in on the jumping video. If you need any further help, just check out our next video or click the link in the descriptions below.